There we go. So good afternoon, everybody. We had a week off last week, so hope everybody's doing well. And maybe you went to the STEM Team Forum, maybe you used it for something else. But yeah, hope everybody's well. Let me know if I can help with anything. I've heard from a couple people they're ill today, so we'll get through this fall season together, fall germ season. I have whatever my toddler gave me, so pardon in advance for any coughing. Let's see. Okay. I am gonna share screen, but share a slideshow. Yeah. Hmm. There we go. And where did I lose you guys? That's fun. Gonna say participants can see it, but I couldn't see you guys. Okay, so there we go. Can everybody see screen? Sorry, I didn't change it from RTTI, but it's okay. So I wanted to just touch on a couple things today. So first off, is the implementation plan, just to give you guys a little bit of background on that, or a little information about it. So when part of our workshop, again, is to have you guys implement a lab with your students. Some of y'all have already done that or have ordered supplies based on the labs that we've already done. So if you see something that you really like from this workshop, you're welcome to go ahead and fill that out. I have placed it in the shared drive. So it's back out of the curriculum part in kind of the main shared drive. But basically the implementation plan is to tell us what you need in the way of materials to do the lab with your students. So first off, you can use your opportunity in your breakout room with your master instructor and your cohort if you want to talk about one of the labs that you want to do. If you want to wait till the spring, that's perfectly fine too. You can still pick these fall labs in the spring after we do the spring in-person workshop. But when you are receiving your supplies and you're about to implement your lab, if you get cold feet because you don't remember what happened in the workshop, just please remember you do have support. You can reach out to your master instructor. You guys are welcome to call me anytime. I've had people FaceTime me while they are making their solutions for different labs. You can reach out to any of your cohort members. And then I will also give you guys a link to our teacher network. So over the summer in the newsletter, I put out a forum for people, whoever wanted to help other teachers. So we have a list of several people. I'll also send you guys the form to get yourself added to that. So if you want to go on the list for any teacher to contact for help, I'll give you that link too.
So for something like
So again, the implementation plan, you'll pick one lab from either the fall or the spring. You'll fill out the implementation plan, which, okay. You can look at it in the shared drive or the Google Drive, but basically you tell me when you want to do the lab, what lab it is, what you would need from us. So maybe you have some of the supplies already, so I don't need to send you like beakers, things like that. So tell us what you have, what you need. And it has you just kind of walk through a little bit of like the figuring out how you're going to get help and things like that, just to make sure that you're kind of thinking ahead on that. And then the most important thing is to let me know how many students and how many classes you have. So if you have 6 classes of 30, that is a lot different than a teacher who maybe has 2 classes of 15. So that helps me with getting the right amount of equipment and materials to you. So again, you do not have to do the implementation plan right now, but it is available for you to look at if you want to download it and start brainstorming on that Word document. semester-based. Can you order for both semesters? Talk to me separately. We'll work it out. Okay. And then the last thing, I didn't put anything on the slides, but the equipment survey, I will pull up the form and send you guys this link. So, and in your Google Drive, I put a document that's called equipment survey, and it is, seriously, where did it put the chat? I'm like hunting down the chat now. It's fun. Wait, I saw it. There we go. Like I can't have the participant list up at the same time. I don't know. So this equipment survey, we know that schools are jumbled. People have moved from room to room. They've left things in their closet. Things are buried in very random closets throughout the school. So we would like you guys to go through your school and see if you can find some biotechnology equipment, maybe in other people's stock rooms, or have them do a little inventory. So the survey that's on FormStack is just where you'll come and put all of your final information. The one that is in the Google Drive has pictures. Yeah, pardon my 9 million tabs that are open. So you can see, here's a picture of the microscope. Here's what.
Bye, guys. See y'all next week.
Oh, mute. Micropipettes, mini centrifuges. This is kind of a standard gel electrophoresis setup. That's the Biorad one. So these are just to give you an idea of what those items would look like. I know when I started teaching AP Bio, I just got boxes of random stuff, and it did include a set of gel electrophoresis equipment that I hadn't ever used that system, so I didn't know exactly what it was when I
Does
first
anyone
opened it.
have a centrifuge in here? Because we don't have any of that stuff. I don't have it. We don't have anything here. Half that stuff we don't got.
Yeah, and that's
Wow,
okay.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, you never know. But right, so you guys may have a better handle on it at your school than some people do. But give you a little idea, and you letting me know what's at your school helps with donation. So I can ask for more things and make sure that we're kind of doing a little targeted asking and getting things to your schools based on what you guys don't have. So, yeah, that's kind of your homework for next week, is to complete that equipment survey. So please do that when you have a moment. And we have a minute or two if you guys have any questions for right now. So you're welcome to email me any questions, call. In my signature, there's a link for set up a meeting, which if you guys need to talk through something, I basically have open office hours. So find a time on my calendar. It's for a 30-minute Teams meeting. You're welcome to sign up that way to chat about whatever you want to chat about. So that's should be in like every signature that I send you. All right. So, let's see. I saw that Diane joined us, but I don't want to rush you if you're still getting set up.
Megan, there is a message in the chat.
Oh, the chat that I lost. Cool.
Hey, Megan. Hey, everyone.
Oh yeah, the Google Drive. Thank you. Hey, Diane.
Good afternoon there.
All right. Are you ready? Can I turn it over to you?
Yes, of course. I'm not sure if I'm ready, but let's give it a try. Has been
It'll
a
be great.
crazy day here, so
You're
it
talking
has
to
been a
teachers.
while.
They all
Yeah,
understand crazy day
that
for
you're
sure.
always busier than me. I'm pretty sure about that. There has been a while since I used Zoom, so let me see. If I want to share my screen.
Yeah, and then make sure you hit the share sound if you're gonna share sound.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start in share sound and the PowerPoint here first
All right.
to start. And let me know how that goes. You should all be seeing my presentation as of now. Yep, perfect.
Yeah. And so everybody, I'll go ahead and introduce. This is Diane Calvo. She works for Boston Scientific. So we're so glad to have her joining us here today. Boston Scientific is building a new site in Johns Creek. So they will have upcoming workforce needs for sure.
Yeah, well, that is actually one of my slides. I didn't want to miss the opportunity, so I hope you guys also find it interesting. So thanks a lot. First of all, thank you, Megan, for inviting me, and thanks everybody for your time and your attention on this. I'm not sure if I actually gonna need the full 20 or 25 minutes. I usually tend to speak very fast. So please interrupt me if you have any question or if there is any comment that you would like to do. If I can respond, I will, and if not, I can definitely take the action to go and check for any question that I may not have the details. Let me actually, I'm gonna put you small here so we can see the full presentation. I'm gonna start talking a little bit about me, not because I like it, but because it was part of the requirements. So let me introduce myself. My name is Diane Calvo. I am right now a project manager one in Boston Scientific. I actually am from Costa Rica. For those of you that don't know, in case you don't know, because it tend to be also mixed with Puerto Rico, and it's not. It is that we have a lot of beaches as well, but it's in Central America, so it's a tiny country there. And I moved to Georgia 2 years and a half ago, just before my baby was born. I had the opportunity to move as part of also a new position within Boston Scientific. So my background is industrial engineering. So I initially had both bachelor degree and we have a degree which is called licenciatura that I know it's not in every country, but it's like an, upgrade after bachelor degree and before the master's degree. So I had those two in industrial engineering in Universidad Interamericana from Costa Rica as well. And then I got a master's degree in project management, and I have been working in project management since then. As I said, I was relocated to Georgia 2 years and a half ago, and I really like it here as well. And part of my hobbies, it's anything that has to do with my family or outdoors. So I love the beach. I love the forest, like anything that it's outdoors. I actually enjoy it. And I still put triathlon, even though I haven't practiced it since my baby was born. So it has been a while. I have been doing like things apart, like running only or swimming only. But I haven't get the chance to actually do another triathlon full. But it's on my plans for 2025. So I really hope I can go back there. And those are just some pictures that I randomly chose for giving, a little bit of view of me, my family, my baby, my two fur babies, and my husband, me with my bike when I did the triathlon. And this is like my full family. Well, almost. I'm missing my oldest brother here because he also lives in the state, and this was in Costa Rica. Okay, so a little bit of my professional journey. As I said, I got the bachelor and licenciatura degrees. That was around 2006 something. I then worked very short time in Hewlett Packard in Costa Rica as a duty monitor. That was specifically a engineering position, more of services, following up, checking on that every engineer had everything that they needed on time. So it was more like a tracking or consulting kind of work. I'm sorry. Then The next year, I moved to Deloitte. Deloitte and Touch is a consulting and auditing company worldwide. So I worked there for almost 2 years as an internal auditor as part of the ERS, which was focused on risk identification. So I pretty much checked out on all the risk that different processes within the different companies had. So from financial processes to manufacturing processes. So any kind of process, we were going through it, map it all, and start looking into risks that they could have, and then offer solutions of how to improve it or how to mitigate those risks. And then in 2010, I decided to make a change in industry. So I moved from services to manufacturing industry, and I have been there since then. So I started as an intern. I took the packaging engineering intern in Boston Scientific, Costa Rica. Right now there are 3 sites in Costa Rica, but at the time there were only 2. So I was packaging engineer in there, and then I just keep growing because that is also something, and this is part of what I wanted to share with you, since you're teaching, youth people and people that is still trying to find their way around. Internship is always a very good way to find and to decide whether they want, to stay within one or other kind of roles. So I decided to stay there. I really like it. I really like the company, really like the purpose and the means that they pursue, that I will also show in a moment. And then I just keep growing. I moved to manufacturing engineering, which is same as process engineering. And I kept growing there as well. So ME1, ME2, ME senior, all of those years, allowing me to do process assessment, process sustaining, process improvements, problem solving, like everything related to the lines. I was part of it. So either of being supporting specific lines, a specific equipment on the lines, making improvement to some processes, adding new equipments or improving. So for instance, we modified or we moved from manual processes to some automated or semi-automated new processes as well. And the part that I like it the most, which is when I was a little bit more senior, I started working in transfers. So transfers is when we move one line or product or different things from one site to another one. So as I said, Costa Rica is growing a lot. Right now they have 3 different sites. So we moved a lot of products and processes from other lines that were more expensive to produce. So we moved it to Costa Rica, and that was very exciting, and I really love that part. We also moved some of our lines. Actually, we duplicated and we sent it out to Asia, to Malaysia. So I had the opportunity to live in Malaysia for almost 3 months while we were moving the lines and validating the equipment and checking that all the processes, were going to be good, and the products that we were going to be doing in those lines were going to meet, the quality standards there. And then, since I started working so much in projects, I just decided to become project manager. So on 2019, I moved to project management, and on 2022, I got the position of project manager 1 in the States. So that's why we moved here, and we have been here since then, and it has been a journey. So it has been interesting. The site in Alpharetta, which is where I'm based on right now in Georgia, it's an acquired site. So it started as a very small site from another company. Right now it has the BSC standards, and it has been, like transitioning to that BSC mode, that we like, or that I like so much, and that you will see in a moment as well. So part of my motivators for living, actually, and the day by day that I do the work and the living, it's pretty much, I'm a God's believer, so that gives me just the assurance that whatever happens, everything has a purpose, so nothing is by coincidence. I really like to impact, positively on people's life, connecting with people. That's also one of the things that make me move, literally leave pretty much everything except my husband at the time, and my baby that was on my belly, and my 2 dogs. everything else was left behind in Costa Rica, and we just decided to move here, connect with new people, get to know different nationalities of people, have a lot of diversity in our network. So that's something I really enjoy. And of course, working on driving solutions. So looking for process improvement, problem solving. And one thing that I really like about projects is that you are always doing different things, right? It's not all the time the same thing every single day, all day long. I'm just not like that kind of person. So I really like that, and witnessing everybody, get accomplishing not just my goals, but their goals, both personal and professional. That's also something that moves me. So that's it about me. I think that was a lot. So I'm gonna talk about Boston Scientific and what do we do and who we are. So first, I wanted to show a little bit of numbers in regards of everything related to Boston. Actually, this is um, one of the sites that I was talking to. This is the Boston Scientific site in Coyol in Costa Rica. They have more than 12, sorry, manufacturing sites over the world. And we have, well, as you can see, numbers are big, almost 10 billions, and this was just in 2018. So we have way more as of now, more than 30,000 employees worldwide as well. They do invest, we do invest a lot of money in research and development. So this is one of the biggest areas to support the R&D's engineers. We have a lot of, and this is actually the main goal or interest of Boston, which is help, the patients and the patient first all the time. So over 30 million of patients treated, which with all of our devices. And as I said, we have pretty much population or representation worldwide. So it is a lot of not just manufacturing plant, but we also have distribution sites and the headquarters of some other different buildings around the world to make sure we literally, cover the world. And we have a portfolio of over 30,000 products. So we have different franchise that we call, I think I will cover that in the next slide, but it is pretty much also covering every single part of the body of the bodies that we do devices for, treatments of all kind of. So I'm gonna show you, hope this works as expected, one initial video for those that have never heard about Boston. Let me know if the sounds work.
Science.
We got sound, but not the video.
You got sound, but not the video. It says you're sharing my screen.
You might be just sharing the PowerPoint instead of the screen.
Let me stop sharing and share back again. I think I will just have to go to another, because it is treating it as it is a separate page, which it is, but
Of course.
I know. Don't tell me it's not gonna work, because it actually doesn't. Oh, maybe this one. Yeah, it should be this one. Okay, so let me see. Are you seeing the video now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Science, no matter how advanced, is only as meaningful as the lives it transforms. At Boston Scientific, more than 30 years of meaningful innovation has saved and improved millions of lives through pioneering treatments for coronary and peripheral artery diseases, digestive diseases, urinary and women's health disorders, and abnormal heart rhythm. Today, that legacy continues with groundbreaking medical advances, fueled by extraordinary dedication that will help millions more. For us, excellence is inherent. Urgency drives powerful performance, and caring is at our core. so that innovation is a tireless pursuit. Whether it's a breakthrough solution that helps manage chronic pain, reduces the need for long-term medication, corrects the rhythm of the heart without touching it, opens the airways to help relieve severe asthma, unblocks the arteries to resume functionality, or eases discomfort to restore ordinary living. Boston Scientific's diverse talent around the globe puts compelling ideas into action. Because no matter how advanced, only an innovation realized can transform the lives of millions. Boston Scientific, advancing science for life.
Okay, so I guess I will have to. There you go. You're seeing my presentation again?
No, it's still on the YouTube.
You see, I will have to be back and forth. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
Definitely, as I said, not expert on Zoom. We have a Teams here, so that's the thing that we always use.
Teachers are
Okay.
always at war with technology. Trust me, we get it.
Yeah, okay. Are you back in the presentation now, right?
Yes.
Perfect. So that was kind of an intro for Boston Scientific. I think the video was self-explanatory, a little bit of what does Boston do, what is Boston specifically. So I just kind of echo on also one of the part of the video presents, which is the core businesses, right? So we have what we call franchises or the divisions of products. So that is dependent on what area is it going to be affecting. So we do have the CRM, so cardiac rhythm management. We have the electrophysiology, we have endoscopy, interventional cardiology therapies, we have neuromodulation, peripheral interventions, urology, and we have Watchman, which is one of the latest products. So don't ask me about the specific products because, as I said, there are so many, and we don't work in all of the franchise at the same time. But we do have, that's why we have so many people working on it and different, several kind of teams working on all of this. So I didn't get to see the content of all the training that you guys are given or are having, but I'm pretty sure that everything that goes, STEM related, it's definitely going to be linked to any of the processes that we follow for um, working on and doing on the different products that we have here in a manufacturing site, and not just Boston Scientific, but any other medical industry um, company definitely follows those kind of similar steps in that end. Okay, I'm gonna keep. I have in regards of relevant careers in Boston, so we have lots of engineer. And that's that's kind of the one that we require the most, but in different areas. So as I said, me as as an industrial or manufacturing engineer, process engineer, because they call it different in several places, we can do different roles as well. So as I said, I started as a packaging engineer, but you can also be a quality engineer. You can be a supplier engineer. You can be a manufacturing engineer for sure. And there are several other roles that if you want you can pursue. You can be in planning, you can be even in purchasing if you don't like more the processes, but you like more on the purchasing part of it. You can also do that, being an engineer. So definitely all the careers related to engineering are the ones that we require the most in this kind of industry. We also have some, positions and roles that we are definitely going to be requiring. So we call those like the supporting roles. So anything related to finance, anything related to human resources, IT is also needed, marketing for sure. So all the people from sales and marketing is also a very big chunk of the overhead in Boston Scientific, and also any career related with supply chain is also some of the things that we like or that we look for, because as you also saw, well, Boston is everywhere. So, and we're also all the time looking for ways to even get to more places and do it in the, in the best way. So most efficient, um, less expensive, and faster as well. So anything related to supply chain is always gonna be a good opportunity for us. Please tell me if I'm going too fast, or if you have any questions, just please interrupt me. Another thing that I wanted to share with this group was on the internship program. So even though I know this is for middle school and high school only, but definitely time flies. I can say it because I have a baby that I literally still think it's a baby, and then today my boss remind me he's a toddler now. He's not a baby anymore. Time flies, and we can say now they are in high school or middle school, and they will soon be, in college. So we do have an intern and co-op program. These are kind of the eligibility, criteria that we have, or that we have in place for having them. We have had, if I'm not wrong, since I'm here, 3 or 4 groups coming in for 3 or 4 months, and they have been doing a great work. They have been definitely doing a difference to everything that we do here. So we actually, put them work and supporting on specific projects or specific needs that we do have that can be achieved in the time that they are here, or even just, supporting, even though it's not going to get to the completion, but they learn. So it helps them also to get their material or their projects for the college at the same time that they are supporting the site. So this is more, I can also send you this with Megan if you want to take a look or share with the team, with your teams, in case you see it value added. But we definitely, as you're seeing here, STEM target majors it's a lot. So we do have room for all of the biostatistics, biomechanical, all of the engineering, sorry, that I won't repeat again, but most of the engineering is the one that we definitely are open to: mathematics, statistics, mechanical engineering, packaging engineering, physics. And then we do have other STEM functional areas that we will need support on, and that definitely internship can support on this end. So, and other areas like other majors, as I said, finance, human resources, marketing, supply chain, all of this. But this is, as I said, I can speak it from personal experience, that actually I started as an intern in Boston, and I have seen in this 14 years that I have been within the company, so many other people that also started like me as an intern, and right now they are even in director positions. Like that is how you can actually keep growing, depending of the areas that you like, or and you don't have to be in one single position all the time, right? You can just keep looking. If you started as a manufacturing engineer but you said, no, this is not mine, I don't love it that much, I may like most quality, because I like being more on assessing on, okay, what's the, how good does it look, on is it meeting the specs, etc., etc. So they move to quality, and some others they just prefer supplier quality engineering, supplier engineering, and any other role. So you can literally move anywhere and everywhere inside the company and find your place. So that is something I really love about this company. Not sure if every other company in the industry is the same, but I can speak about what I know, and Boston Scientific definitely is. And even this, like even moving from one country to another one, I have so many coworkers that have done the same, not just to Alpharetta, but to um, headquarters in Boston. Another lot of people is in Maple Grove, in Arden Hills, in Ireland, in Malaysia. So there are so many more opportunities also as part of that networking, and keep growing professionally in your curriculum if you want to move. So next, I have what Megan was also mentioning. We are so excited because we're going to have a brand new, literally brand new site in Georgia. It's like 20 minutes from where we are now, which is Alpharetta. So we're going to move to Johns Creek. We are expecting to be there by March of 2025. So it is almost ready. Actually, if you drive around the Johns Creek Parkway, you may see it because it's a huge building, as you can see here. It's almost done, at least from the exterior. You can definitely see it finished. And we are so excited to be part of it. And why are we showing this? Not just to, to talk about, oh yeah, Boston is growing. No, it's because this is work, right? We're gonna be needing way more hands, way more support for everything, that not just what we have right now, but the things that we are planning to have in the future. So definitely we would like to have more products, more lines, different franchises. Right now we do have only 2 in this specific side, which is IP, so infection prevention. That's what we do in this side. It's more of kits for all the endoscopy processes. Basically everything that the doctors need whenever they are going to execute a procedure for gastroscopy, colonoscopy, or those kind of endo procedures. That's what we do here right now. And we do have another product from another division, which is called Varithena. That is for treating the varicose veins. And that is from a different division, which is peripheral intervention. So we definitely want more products. We want more lines, and we are definitely going to need more engineers or more people that is definitely capable to work with this kind of processes. So I'm pretty sure the work that you guys are doing, this kind of trainings, all the information that you're giving to your students in those early ages, I wish I had it, because I didn't know pretty much nothing about STEM until college, and because I decided to go one of these careers. But I'm pretty sure that this also kind of give you a better idea of, okay, what's out in the market for these that we're learning, or these that we're actually going to be showing to our students, if in case they want to take that career path, or they just want to try. There are many options. And I think I don't know if I had time, because I remember, Megan, you mentioned about questions and answers, but if not, I also have a couple more videos. But I will stop here and go back to see if I can actually see your faces again, in case somebody has any comment, question, or something you would like to know before I move to the final video.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, anybody that wants to unmute and ask a question, you're welcome to.
So Diane, the internships you're talking about, are they are open to only seniors and undergrads?
Yes, unfortunately, right now we don't have nothing for high school or middle school, just for seniors or graduated students. But just to keep it in mind, we can definitely improve it. And if that comes to to get open for middle schoolers and high schools, we definitely can let you guys know. But yeah, this is just a limitation we have with this group. I still wanted to show it because, as I said, time flies. So soon they will be in college, and they can definitely consider us if they want to do something.
And I think it's great to let kids know, because they may not be considering like electrical engineering as a thing. My husband went to tech for CS and ended up as a computer engineer because he liked the engineering better. But knowing that like they can go to Boston Scientific and be making a difference in the life sciences industry from an engineering perspective is really cool. So they can still help people even if they're an engineer.
Definitely.
Also, do you guys have any professional development through your company for teachers?
Let me
Get them.
see.
We'll get them plugged in with Gift. How about that? Yeah.
Yeah, I used to teach in North Carolina by RTP, and all those pharmaceutical companies, they would invite the teachers in for workshops, and it was like science teacher mecca.
Yeah, that would no, that's what I was like, I don't think I have seen it here, at least in this side, but it's definitely a good opportunity, and I will be more than glad to also kind of touch base with you, Megan, if we want to bring something here, that would be amazing. But yeah, definitely.
Do you all have any opportunities to actually do field trips to your sites or
That
schools?
is a great question as well. I think we do. We don't have a human resources person or assigned the person that was here, she had to be out for a while now. So that is also something that we can definitely touch base. I believe we could, because I have seen it also in Cojol. I saw it several times. It's just a matter of organizing. Because yeah, that would be amazing. So even though they, as you were saying, I think it was Tina that asked, or poor Mina, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but maybe they cannot do the internship now, but if they can come and see, they can get, because that's what happened also to me. Like first time I was in the medical industry, I was like, oh, this is so cool. And I really kind of engage with it, and I really like it, right? And that's how I ended up in so many years in manufacturing, because originally I was like, I'm not gonna be in manufacturing ever. I hate it when I was in college. And then when I went to the manufacturing side in Coyola, I was like, oh, this is the best. I love it. So it definitely makes a difference also be, inside. Just give us time for get to March to get to Johns Creek, because this side honestly is not as pretty. I mean, it is nice, but that one, well, well, I already show it, right? This one is gonna be very nice, Boston standard building and all that, and I'm pretty sure we can start, organizing visits and all that there.
That will be really great because I applied to go to Huntsville, Alabama for a biotech company every time as a field trip, and I get rejected by my county because it's pretty, the bus is expensive
Expensive.
and they reject me every time.
Oh
Having
no,
something like that for the field trips for kids to see, that will be amazing.
of course, yeah. Just put it here, but I'm pretty sure that can definitely happen. Thank you. Okay, and if there is no more question, well, one of the things also that have kept me in this company for so many years is the purpose. So I really think what we do is not, we don't manufacture candies or other things that is like, yeah, it's important, but it's not as good, maybe, right? We literally save patients. We literally save lives, and this is also something very nice that we like. So I know we're already over the time. So what I can do, Megan, if you want, I can share this presentation with you, and you can also share it as part of the notes to the meeting, so I don't, delay you any longer. And there is a patient story here. Well, there are many patient stories in YouTube also. You could just Google it, but I chose one of the patient story here, and I chose one of the um, devices of the company devices function, which is the DVS, and I really like this one a lot because it treats something as critical as the Parkinson, so that you definitely, when you see this kind of things and testimonies, or hey, wow, that's a cool device, I didn't even know that Parkinson was treatable, right? So it's not that it's gonna heal it, but it's gonna be given a better um, life sense to the persons or the patients that have it. I really love it. So that's where I said I really love what I do, and I really love the company that I work for. So I definitely can share this, and you can share it with the rest of the team.
Yes, please.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that's what I had. I didn't went very technical because honestly, I didn't have all the technical details, but I think that's a good, high level.
Yeah, more to be announced.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
thank you
much.
so much, Diane.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.